let's get this thumbnail updated. Okay, make sure we're in the right category. Bam. Okay. Damn low on those. Let's go buy some materials, roll some maps. Let's check everything real quick. Alright, yeah, we're out of splinters and stuff. Okay. Actually, do I have any paranoia? Yeah, we do. We got 7. So we need 13 for the first run of maps. Let's get there. Boom. Okay. Grab our omens. Hopefully they're not insanely expensive. They're so up and down in price. Oh my god. Okay. Guess we're doing that. Let's grab our maps. Alright, let's slam them up. Oh wait, let's make sure we don't gotta use that. Up. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me roll with some of these guys. One greed, 2 paranoia. There's a couple things we're looking for today. We're looking for anything super high value. So like mirrors and locks. Very unlikely. But the least likely thing, I think, on the want list is another ancient bone. I don't need one. I have no need for one. But I haven't seen one in a long time. I've seen a Hynocor's lock and 2 golden charms since I've seen the last ancient bone I got. To be fair, I got the last ancient bone the same day as the Hynocor's lock and I got it after, but still, it's been like a month since we've seen that. So, we're going to be doing some farming for some tinks today, that dopamine farm. Let's turn one of these into, take one of these guys, turn it into some of them things. Okay, let's check out the market for some precursors. Alright, that's a good deal. We're gonna get that quick. 33 rare monsters and spawn 2 additional rare monsters for only 20 chaos. Very nice. There's the next one's like 25, so they ain't all that cheap. Are these really just going for like a div straight up? This guy's smoking dick. Which one is it? Dude, this guy's smoking crack. Okay, what else we got here? This one's 25 as well. This, or not 25 as well, but it's 25, but it's also got 33%, so we only need like 34 to reach 100% rare monsters. With our irradiated tablet, which should be pretty cheap. Boom. Now, see, let's change this to... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Almost reported a guy for nothing at all. Got 10 irradiated, and then we want not waystone. Perfect. 5 chaos, and this one's got extra strong boxes, which I like. I like an extra strong. Wow, it's got nothing in here. Okay, we'll take that. Oh, he's got the man in the... Oh, I've wanted to see this. Hold on. Let me get my glasses. I've wanted to look at this one, because if there's no good supporter packs, if I don't like the hideout and whatever the new supporter pack is, I'm thinking about getting this one. Because I did like the concept of it here. So we have... Okay, so he's got the map device here. Does it go up any higher? No. So it's got this level. Okay, that's pretty cool though. Very cool. Okay, it's got a little area. You can put some NPCs. He's got the man in the box, which is cool. Which you get that with that pack as well. Now we're down here at the bottom, so this is where you kind of spawn. I guess you can... Okay. That's pretty cool. Like, realistically, you could make, like, yeah. Just put a house here. He made a little village for those people. That's cool. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like that. I think aesthetically I like it more in the clouds one. The clouds one is like kind of cool because you could like float from place to place, but it's kind of like big and spread out, and I feel like I wouldn't actually use a lot of the space. Whereas this one with like kind of the vertical orientation of it and having just a couple of smaller side shoots, I'd probably use it. I'd probably set this up similar to how this guy's got it set up, at least with the map device in here. I'd probably put all my expedition people over here. Probably put like Alva down at the bottom and Zolan and them at the bottom because I don't really use them very much. I'd have Doriani in here for sure, and Ange, absolutely. I mean, I could even see, yeah, something like that. It's kind of nice. I'd have to, like, yeah, think about that. The man in the box is really cool, though. Yeah, I like that. I would definitely consider that as being, like, a top-tier hideout. Alright, let's get started. Go do these citadels later, too. Oh, we got copper over here. Let me make sure. See, I think I have a... Yeah, I got a grand projects. We'll hold on to that as well. So we get two. So, like, perhaps what we do is come down to, like, this guy over here. And we hit it with this, tower. hit it with Grand Projects, Foul City. Oh my god. It's like it doesn't want to let me not do a Sun Temple, and I'll be honest with you, I ain't doing no fucking Sun Temple, guys. What do we got going on over here? Is it oh, I sold that Combs Heart I picked up yesterday in the vault. And I sold a diamond for a couple divs, so I ended up with 7 divine overnight, which is nice. Pretty nice little haul when everything else feels like it's not really, doesn't have like the value that it once had. Still good to have something out of it, get something out of it. I mean, I guess like I don't really like. I mean, maybe we'll do a fucking Sun Temple, guys. It might have to happen, or maybe you know what? Maybe we'll just like run through it really quickly and use some bullshit tab waystone. Honestly, like I'm over Sun Temples so much, and I've only ran a few this league, but I'm over them. I'm not sure how everyone else feels about Sun Temple. I'll tell you what, I do like me a Vol City. Always like to keep an essence open in case we get a spirit. We can just send them over into the essence if it doesn't hit a rare monster. And now that I've gotten a golden charm out of an essence that had a perfect essence of battle on it, you can be sure that I am superstitious about that. Okay, she's still dying. She didn't drop shit. Crude bow, are you joking? Yeah, I guess between the diamond and the divine I dropped in simulacrum yesterday, made like 3 div and simulacrum in 2 runs, which is pretty good. I'll take that. I don't need a preserve jawbone, but doesn't mean I'm not gonna take it. Alright. Breaching it up, boss man. Guys, hopefully soon this lag will be a thing of the past once we get the PC set up. Just a little update on that. I got a monitor and a, what do you call it, a new desk on the way, so hopefully by the weekend. The desk does say it'll take up to, would be here Monday or Tuesday, but it's actually the first to ship out, and it's not shipping from all that far away, so I have hope that we're gonna get a little bit early. feel like whenever you get something from Amazon and it's not through Amazon Prime, that their guess is they just do a very wide guess, so a bigger time frame on their guessing, and it can still come earlier. They want to tell you it's further away so that you buy things through Prime, though. I think that's the conspiracy I'm sticking with. Alright, doesn't look like there's a spirit on this map, so we're just gonna go hit this essence up real quick. Then we'll just TP over, or checkpoint over closer. Essence of battle, those are worth a little bit though, so. And it goes ding! Alright, so we already got our first lick of dopamine for the day. Monsters in the room with us. We actually do have supposedly 47 monsters. I feel like that's fake news. Oh no, there is an area. Shit, boy, shit, I missed a whole area. Oh, Ancosis. I mean, them splanners. Okay, now there's 0 monsters. Let's get this splinter. Oh, I didn't want the jacket. Alright. Let's go get our BS waystone. Let's see. Make sure it doesn't have ignited ground, God forbid. What are we gonna go for? I like a blue with monster resistances would be nice. I don't have too many blues though, so it's gonna be a tall warder. I mean, let's just do that. Try to get through this real quick. Do the abyss and just just get out of there as quickly as possible. Hate this map. I think everyone hates this map. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say I like Sun Temple. So oh shit, they're gonna fucking tempt me with this son of a bitch. Of course I'm gonna do the monolith. See him not drop anything? Yep, as per the usual. Really? A natural breach in the fucking Sun Temple. Do you see what they're doing to me, guys? They're reeling me in. With all the things that I do. Watch, I will watch them drop a div in here. Last time I ran a Sun Temple, I ran it like this, like no juice on it, and I dropped the fucking div like immediately. Like I entered it and then dropped the div on like the first fucking rare mob. Stupid son. Damn it. Oh man, it's gonna make me run through this whole goddamn map, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, no update yet on the in the game yet. Update will be next Friday. We're gonna get more information on Thursday. Middle of the day Thursday. Excuse me? Is this map bugged? I should be able to... Yo, it's bugged. Lol. Well, that's a first. I've never had that happen. So yeah, no new update yet. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're getting a little drip feeds of news and information now. We got a couple of teaser trailers already. They told us what the Twitch drops are going to be for for this Thursday. It's like 45 minutes of watch time, and we get like a dodge roll visual, which is kind of decent. Wow, dude, I can't get it. What am I supposed to do? They ruined the game. No. Dude, I'm so glad I didn't put any precursors or anything and juice this map. Like that's nonsense. Oh man. I can't even like checkpoint around or do any shenanigans to try to get it to work. Okay. Well, that's busted. Yeah, but we're looking forward to the update. We're gonna make sure that we do a big, long, like 24-hour plus stream for that one once it drops. Should be a good time. Gotta get all the snacks ready. All the energy drinks. Okay, so we're gonna have to try that again. Okay. Dude, I just want to get, like, I really hate Sun Temple, so the fact that I have to actually redo this one actually hurts my brain. But yeah, new update, we got information. We think that there's going to be a little bit of potentially incursion or something like it is going to be the league mechanic. I think we're going to get Ziri as potential like a pinnacle or a boss or some form of lore added into the game. Hopefully points towards some of the things to come in future acts as well. Gonna get the Druid, obviously, which is gonna be really fun, really cool. I still haven't personally decided on shit as far as what I'm going to be running for the new league. I want to see all the patches notes, which after the GGG live, I will be going through it on this stream here. So there'll be GGG lives. No, I think the one I'm playing now, 0.3, is like the first major update. So this one added a new act, plus 3 interludes, and a bunch of, you know, all the other skills and fun stuff that you would get. But it's got, but it was the first one with a full league mechanic. So like in 0.2, we got like the wisps, which wasn't like which admittedly by the developer, that it wasn't like a full League mechanic, but we did get Amazon there. So this one will be the first one where we get a class and a League mechanic. This one currently that I'm playing now is the first one where we got an act and a League mechanic. So yeah, it'll be the I think it's probably going to be. There's a certain part of me thinks it's going to be a little bit smaller than this act, but this drop, this update, because they did do it on like basically 3 weeks. They basically have done it 3 weeks less time than they had on the previous one. But I do think it's going to be a very significant. I think a lot of the content in it's going to be like pretty high level stuff. Like it's a lot of end game changes. So they said that last patch was a lot of campaign stuff that they changed and fixed and added. And the next update will be a lot of end game revisions and changes, which I'm looking forward to because that's where I spend, and I think everyone spends most of their time, or at least a lot of people. I shouldn't say everyone. Sometimes people come in, they play the league, and then they're out. Hi. That's just a little stupid, yeah. Fake egg of the king. Okay. But yeah, it should be a really good to refresh some of these endgame mechanics, especially now that we've had kind of, 3 leagues now where we're kind of doing the same stuff in the endgame. They haven't made too many changes to it. So that'll be much, it's kind of, I think, for me at least, it's much anticipated. I'm hoping they make some revisions to some of the current mechanics. I think some of them they play kind of horribly, not horribly, but not, they play horribly. Like some of them, like Expedition is so bad, I think people just kind of, the only reason they run it is for splinters, generally speaking. Wait, what was... Hey, look, I do bow shot, too. I don't think I've ever shot, like, regular arrows since, like, the tutorial. Since I killed the miller. Yeah, it's gonna be I think a big one for us endgame enthusiasts. I think well, the first thing you kind of want to do in the endgame is you get to the endgame, this sort of area, the maps, the endless atlas as they call it. And the first thing you're going to want to do is like get all of your points in your atlas. So like the points in your atlas basically allow you to juice the map in various ways. So this is your endgame atlas. All of these attributes and things like that you can add to it do different things, like pack size, more rare monsters, boosts on your shrines, boosts on your waystone modifiers, and you get these by clearing the corrupted nexuses, which I think that there's a good chance that they'd make some overhaul or some revisions to the endgame to that nexus sort of system. But every time you clear, I think you have to clear 5, and each time you get 3 points, or maybe you clear, I forget, maybe you clear 10 and you get 3 points each or something like that. Anyway, that fills out pretty much most of these. I think it's you get 5 nexuses and they give you 5 points each, and then there are like 7 unique maps that also drop a 5-point book that or like a 2-point book or something like that. I don't know. You get a couple points from certain unique maps. Actually, it tells you right here. Completing Nexus of Corruption, additional points are earned for completing Nexus Corruption's higher Waystone tiers. 10 additional points are also earned from completing different unique maps. You must be the map owner to earn points. And then like throughout each map, you will encounter things like breaches, you'll encounter expeditions, you'll encounter powerful boss maps where they're like a tier higher. Delirium fog, mirrors, and ritual altars. and the first time you encounter any of these things on a map, you get you get your first set of points, and then the three sets of points after that. When I say set, I mean you get 2 for each tier. Is from defeating the boss at a higher tier. So like you collect basically petition splinters, delirium splinters, expedition splinters, and breach splinters to fight the boss. It's like 50 for the first time, which will get you your second set of points, 100 for the second time you fight him, and 150 for the third, and that's how you kind of get all your points in. Yeah, it's pretty big. But it's kind of barren. I'll be honest with you. This is something that definitely could use reworked a little bit. I think a lot of people are running a similar version of the same tree. The only one that's kind of different here is this one. This is the boss tree is kind of the difficult one to kind of. So basically, you get 1 set of points for slaying a level 15, a tier 15 map boss, and then a tier like basically a 16 map boss, so that could either be a tier 16 map or a 15 map that's been irradiated, so it's one level higher. And then you have to do a citadel and a what they call an anomaly map. So that's basically there's like 3 types of anomaly maps. You'll get points for that, and then the last 2 points you get for fighting the Arbiter of Ash. And then like there's this does nothing. This is annoying. I thought this would be something that we allocated after we killed Uber Arbiter, but it does not seem to be the case. It looks like it's maybe a little teaser for the future. Hopefully we get more information about that in 0.4. But yeah, that's basically how you do it. And so like you progress through the map in the end game, and this is what allows you to juice your maps. And then you could, at this point, you could either decide, like the way I have it set up for myself is for basically to maximize the amount of drops on a map just from like rare monsters and just from raw mapping. But if you were to focus more points into, like, say this area, the strong boxes, you'll get more strong boxes on your map, and you could even select types. So like you get more researchers strong boxes, which drop currency, or cartographers that drop more maps and things like that. Or you can come over here and you can boost the amount of essences on your map. Or this is essences, this is wisps. And then if you want to, whenever you're doing your bosses, you can also further push like shrines, strong boxes, Asmeri spirits, and essences through this node. So that you kind of like try to find ways to synergize your trees together into what you're actually doing. Me personally, like I said, I try to drop the best and most stuff that I can from just sort of general mapping. I add more rare monsters to my maps a lot of times, and I run Breach. I mostly run Breach as my main kind of a thing because it's a lot of monsters that spawn very quickly, and you have the ability to add more rare monsters into the breaches with your precursor tablets. So that's kind of the tablets is kind of a different, you also, like, to access each map you use like a waystone, and then on each, when you go into each map, you can further juice them using precursor tablets. It's a little complex, but I'll tell you, the end game, like if you actually do follow the NPC dialogue and all that stuff, it lays it out for you. You know, it doesn't, it's not like something that where you progress through extraordinarily quickly, especially if you're newer. So you kind of get some time to mull over what you want to do and decide and learn about it as you go. It is, it's a lot like anything else in PoE, though. It's a little bit more to do than other ARPGs, but it is still less to do than PoE 1. And this is the current League mechanic, the Abyss, this green shit. Basically, you kill the monsters, the cracks seal up, and then a bunch of monsters come out of the pits, and you kill all them. And you hope for a good drop, and after you kill them, like some of the times, some of the pits will come up with a chest, or sometimes they will lead you down into the depths. And when you go into the depths, it's like a whole mini-map of an abyssal mini-map, basically. And there's also a boss associated with it, and other things like that. It's pretty dense, GGG does not skimp when it comes to the content. I know a lot of people think that there's not a lot of content in PoE 1, especially if you're a PoE, or PoE 2, especially if you're a PoE 1 player. But I think if you're new to this type of a game, there is more content than you can shake a stick at. Even if you're coming over from something like Diablo, there is a lot of content. And if you are new and you haven't played the game, be sure to download it, because we've got the free weekend coming up whenever they do a new league, at least this league and the next league. The current league that we're in at the beginning and the start of 0.4, they do a free weekend. So you'll be able to access pretty much all the content for the first, I think, 3 days, basically from Friday until like Monday. Yeah, PoE 1's got a lot of content because it's been around so long. I like, I tried playing a little PoE 1. I couldn't really get into it, mostly just because there's just so much stuff. Like the barrier to entry of its knowledge is just pretty deep, and I felt like I was spending so much time just basically looking stuff up in between actually playing. I wasn't actually getting much gaming done on it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that was my experience, but I see why people like it, especially if you've been playing it for so long, you know? If you've been playing it for a really long time, you probably spent a lot of time accruing all that knowledge, and you don't just want to stop playing it. Okay. Oh, there's a spirit down here. Is it gonna disappear when I get close? Yeah, it's gonna disappear. We killed all the rares. Let's take everything else out real quick. See, crappy crude bow, 182. Yep, we're not touching that. But yeah, PoE 1's old. It's this is, but from what a lot of the PoE 1 players, this is kind of a different experience in general, even though it's similar and they use a lot of the same mechanics and things like that, that it is a different ball game in a lot of ways. Okay, so we're gonna take these out, put this one in, and we're actually, is this a Mesa? Okay, so I'm not gonna run a super juicer, we're just gonna grab a rando. Anything good here? Anything even? Okay, we'll run this one. Does it have ignited ground? I hope not. Okay, it doesn't. This one has a good amount of rare monsters too. Maybe we'll drop something. But yeah, at this point in the game, I don't really need anything for my characters or anything. We're just kind of messing around, waiting for the new league to start. Having fun doing farming and doing some pinnacles here and there. Basically, I farm until I get enough delirium and breach splinters, and after like my first 10 maps, I'll run a simulacrum, and I'll run which is the delirium pinnacle, and then I'll run a twisted domain, which is the breach pinnacle. I'll usually run 2 of those. And then we'll do 10 more maps, and it's sort of been like kind of, as boring as it is, that's kind of been where we're at. Yeah, no, and you're also seeing it kind of, I want to say, you're seeing it kind of diminished. I'm playing on PlayStation, so not like a high-level PC or anything. Other people who are playing on like their, Giga PC, they have a less laggy experience, but it does look pretty good. Especially whenever you get out of those delirium maps. I run a lot of that fog on maps because it adds a lot of rare monsters and stuff. But if you are not running that, it looks a lot prettier like this one. Like the actual, like, come on, like these maps look great whenever you're not running the delirium fog. That's one of like the big things that people are hoping for with the new league, is that there is either a way to turn or down, like kind of like a downscale the delirium fog, or potentially turn it off because of how much people actually just like looking at the regular maps, and how also the delirium fog kind of makes your game chug a little bit, makes your system chug. pretty GPU heavy to have all that fog, I guess. But it's one of those things where, like, if you're not running delirium fog on a map, you're kind of not getting the most out of your mapping. Come on, monsters, die. Oh, that poison. Hey, Divine, nice. Just go. Gotta love that swing. That's what we're doing it for. I keep saying, currently we're not really farming for anything specific. We're just dopamine farming for the tink sound at this point. Boom. Alright, I think it's pretty much done. Move on to the next. But yeah, we'll be, I think next week, I'll have all my stuff here that I ordered to set up my new gaming PC, so we'll be switching over to playing on PC. So things should look pretty much better, and feel much better, I think, once we do that. It'll be my first gaming rig set up in like 15 years, so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so now we have access to all of this stuff. Ooh, we can do a shitty moment of Zen. Let's see. Let's go grab a random tap. Random. Let's see. Moment of Zen. Oh, bug. Little bug. Okay. Let's go see if we can get a freebie. I mean, we'll definitely get a freebie. It's just, will the freebie be any good? Probably not. Nope. Nothing great. But it's always fun to look. I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave everything here. Just let them... They're pretty poor. I'm not going to take anything from them. Okay. What are we doing here? What do we got? Do we have any of my favorite maps? Any deserted? We need some deserted, guys. Oh my god, not deserted. They hate me. Okay, what do we got? We got a channel, though. Channel's usually pretty profitable. Usually I feel like it's my superstition that it's profitable, but it feels kind of profitable. But also, we dropped that Divine out of that Mesa, and that map was not juiced, which is nice. Feels good when that happens. Very minor amount of juice. But that dropped from the Abyssal Chest, so it dropped from effectively what the League mechanic is. It will be sad to see the Abyss go, but hopefully what they replace it with is equally as fun and profitable feeling. So I think, yeah, a lot of people are expecting, like, there's a couple of, I guess, assumptions at this point. Like, for a while the speculation was that they were going to bring Delve in, and then there was speculation from some people that it was like Bestiary, because it's kind of druid, feels druidy, which is the new class. But it seems to me, there seems to people now that it seems like it could be Incursion, and also, like, I guess in the in like the original 1.1 of PoE, that they had like these Vol side areas where you could get fragments, so that you would use those fragments to fight at Ziri. And given that people are thinking we're going to be fighting at Ziri, they think that there's either going to be one or the other, or potentially some sort of combination of both of those mechanics. Which sounds good to me. Anything more to do is always fun for me. I'm not too picky, as long as I could still drop some loot and have some fun. Whoa, 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 boss. Calm the fuck down. Whoa, why didn't you die quicker? That was weird. Usually he dies much faster. Maybe I just didn't put down enough lightning rods. Something like that. Oh my god, I've dropped so many Widow Hails today. Are any of them good? 222. If I dropped like a 240, I might quality it up for no reason at all. I'm still deciding if whether or not I want to do another another like league start practice. Already did one. Well, I did two actually. One I took to basically the maps through the whole campaign. The other one I took through like the first 3 acts. I did a warrior and I did a what was the other one? We did the Hollow Palm Monk last week, and Hollow Palm Monk was a lot of fun. Really powerful actually. Definitely, like, if we get another Ascendancy out of Monk, there's a high. I mean, it's higher on my. It's definitely pretty high on my list of potential league starts. I mean, Druid's, you know, quickly becoming the highest one on there as we get closer here. I kind of want to join in on the hype. But that Hollow Palm Monk was really, really a smooth campaign. And if they add another Ascendancy, like a, what do they call it, a Martial Artist or something, to support that Hollow Palm stuff a little bit more, it could be a monster build. It was already pretty monstrous. I was doing like 20k damage per storm wave by the end of the campaign. And that's not even with, like, you know, I was also doing a shit ton with, I was doing nearly the similar DPS with Tempest Flurry, not counting it with Charged Staff. Charged Staff, it was doing even more. Like, we were, plus you had the Tempest Bell, we were cooking with that build, honestly. Like, yeah, honestly, like, this build is like, this Lightning Air is super OP, of course. But that was the smoothest campaign I've had so far, by a pretty wide margin. I think that it was a little bit squishy, but so is this when I was going through the campaign. This is pretty squishy as well. So not really a big mark against it at all to be a little squishy. I mean, it probably wouldn't have been a great like what do you call it, hardcore kind of build because of the squish, but for just general play, it's pretty good. Like normal softcore trade league. Like I gave it some twink gear at the beginning, but just to get it started. Didn't really need it though. Like I basically gave it a quarterstaff and stuff, but like a pretty basic like Temple of the Cage God. But beyond that, it didn't really need too much. Kind of just wrecked everything pretty easy once we went hollow palm and we dropped the quarterstaff at level 23. It was really just about keeping high evasion on all the gear. Yeah, same. I'm a big glass cannon enjoyer. I would like to do something a little bit more tanky. But yeah, realistically, it's like, you kind of get to choose one or the other. You don't get too many options of like, I mean, I guess you do, but they're quite expensive builds. This is an expensive build too, though. And realistically, like I could have done like a little bit more into my my defenses with this build, but I swapped that out more or less for like rarity. Like you can't have you can have DPS and defenses. You can have rarity and defenses. You can have DPS and rarity, but you cannot have rarity, DPS, and defenses. One of them will suffer. Yep, yeah, for sure. Druid seems like a pretty high likelihood, though, of a start, because I mean, like, anytime they introduce a class, I feel like there's a high probability that it's going to be a little bit broken, because they want to show it off, they want people to play it, they want to give people a reason to play the new class. So, like, I feel like they tend to be a little bit, little busted. And it's like, and after that league, they're gonna fix it, and you're never gonna get to play the busted ass druid ever again. You're gonna play some less good version of the druid. It'll be good, but like not necessarily as good. So druid's up there for me. But also, like I said, if we get new ascendancies, that kind of changes a lot. Oh yeah, everything's gonna be well. It's gonna break a lot of builds too, though, because they're gonna bring in like shapeshifting, and shapeshifting is not just tied to the druid. Everyone's gonna be able to shapeshift. We're gonna have shapeshifters all over the place. Everyone's gonna be shapeshifting their fucking heart out. I'll be interested to see how it works as let's see what like the minions for the druid are like, if they're like actually viable, or if it's just like some sort of a like placeholder thing. I feel like like with the warrior and the Smith of Katava ascendancy, they gave him that like you could summon a piece of like a weapon to fight on your side, and it just totally it sucks. It's horrible. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if the druid summons are not very good, because they're also not near a lot of druid nodes, Spear is up. Okay. Sky Sliver's a good starter spear. It's not good rolls, though. I mean, I guess the attack speed roll's good. That's nice. The lightning damage is booty, though. And the chance of shock isn't great either. I randomly like to pick up Twink gear and carry it around and then drop it later. Yep, there we go. But yeah, we still need ascendancies for the ranger, the monk, the enchantress, and the huntress. I feel like there's a good chance that we could get some, like anywhere between like one and 3 new ascendancies. I don't think we would get, or 1 and 3 ascendancies potentially. I don't think we would get all 4. But if we did, I'd like to see it on like the original ones. Like Huntress just came out earlier this year. So I feel like that one could wait on its 3rd ascendancy potentially. But we could definitely use a monk, ranger, and enchantress. And if we could only get 2, I think I would do monk and enchantress, because they don't really have great builds for a lot of those two. I mean, Monk's good. I don't want to say Monk's not good, but it doesn't have like a standout build, you know? It doesn't have like a true banger of a build. I think if we get a martial artist, though, it'll really make Hollow Palm really super awesome. And it'll differentiate it from like the from needing to use like the lightning from the invoker potentially, because everyone's playing lightning right now, and invoker gives you some good benefits to lightning. So it's like if you're gonna run invoker, you're running lightning invoker no matter what type of weapon you're using. And I mean, like, I'm running lightning now. I ran lightning last league. It's like at one point it's just kind of hard to, it's a hard pill to swallow that there's just not much that's that much better than it, you know? Like you can run fire. It's just not, it's just going to be a slower, less powerful, character, which no one wants to deal with being less powerful. I don't want to go into the boss arena yet. Destroying the audio playing this right now. Alright. But yeah, like Enchantress is probably the one that needs the number one overhaul. Not just with the new Ascendancy, but it needs reworked in a lot of ways, because basically anything that you're gonna do with it pretty much works better with another build. Like you can make a Spark Enchantress with a Stormwave, but it works better as a Blood Mage. You can run, that's kind of the case with just about any of the skills that it has. You can just run it better with Blood Mage or with Ritualist or something else. Yeah. Enchantress was the class to play in 0-1 for sure. I had a Spark, and it was absolutely insane. Yeah, Spark with like cast on crit. Or cast on shock, I think, was what I ran. But Blood Mage is really good. Blood Mage is like the better version of Enchantress at this point. Because like in 0-1 you basically could stack mana and mana regen using certain nodes on the trait, and then you could you'd use mana as life, and then you would just stack tons and tons of mana and tons of mana regen and shit like that. And you were kind of, I don't want to say you were immortal, but you were very, very, very tanky, and you just never ran out of mana, and you could just basically constantly use like powerful crit smashing lightning attacks. But then they nerfed a lot of those things. They nerfed the shit out of a lot of the gear. They nerfed the skills. They nerfed everything about it. So that basically made it like not usable. And then, but you can, with the Blood Mage, you can basically just do the same thing, but you do it with your life. Like you take instead of using mana, you use life for mana, and then you just stack mana, life regen, and and stuff like that. Max life regen. And it actually has better crit nodes than the Enchantress does, so. I'm hoping that we get some more options for Chaos, honestly. That's like the number one thing I think really could use an overhaul from like things that I want to play. Like I want to play like a Chaos Lich, but I don't want to necessarily run Essence Drain Contagion, but that's kind of like the only really viable Chaos build right now for Lich, or anyone at all, is Essence Drain Contagion. I just want there to be something a little bit more, I don't know, a little more boom, a little more exciting. So yeah, that's kind of what I am rooting for to see. And also, like, there's like the Acolyte of Cheula, which is like the worst ascendancy in the game, and that's the other monk ascendancy. And that should be like chaos damage, but it sucks so bad no one really plays it because chaos damage is kind of not awesome for it, and it just doesn't have a lot of reasons to play it. I would play either Lich, Chaos Lich, or Acolyte realistically if there was some good supporting skills and they boosted the damage and some of the options on Chaos. Would love to see that. I think there's a chance still. I'd also entertain, I was thinking about running, it might be fun to run Witch Hunter, the crossbow Witch Hunter with grenades. Shooting grenades out of your crossbow. I think that's a pretty solid build. I've seen people play it with like a poison grenade and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll kind of have to see what's, it's really going to depend on the patch notes, though, on Thursday. Can't wait to really look at them and try to decipher what's good and bad. I'm not, like, the expert on that, realistically, but I like trying. But then we'll see, like, the other content creators and stuff and see what their more astute opinions are. The real, wrinkly brain guys. The experienced Path of Exile players. Yeah, I have not been happy with this map for a while, since the 0.3.1 update. Just not as dense as it used to be. Oh shit, Jade Isles. Jade Isles kind of scares me. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to run it super juiced, but I'm going to run it anyway. We need to run it with... We're going to run it with a Rarity Omen, but that's it. Because it's a little bit scary. The boss's second phase can sometimes just bingo me, especially when it like lingers through his while he's doing his like third phase dialogue. But what I can do is I can look through some of these and look for rarity tablets. Just look for rarity tablets. Oops, rarity of items. Okay, so we can run quantity of items, Let's go down to, I feel like we want rarity of items though. 23% rarity. We'll run a quantity too, why not? And do we have another rarity? We'll do this one. Just run those three. Like I said, this boss can kind of be scary for me. See, let's hit that. Ugh. Get you out of here. Okay. Jade Isles, let's go. So we're just going pure rarity here. 120, 146, 150, some more. 158-ish, plus whatever the Atlas does to it. We'll see. We'll see. Guys, be sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Do a lot of PoE 2 contests, then a little bit of a holding pattern before the new league starts, but once the new league starts, we'll be upping the video drops, as well as we stream already 5 to 6 days a week. I'm sure for the first, few weeks of the league, we'll be up there 7 days a week almost playing this game. So be sure to hit that subscribe if you want to check it out as I progress through the new league. I'm gonna be doing like a basically. But yeah, we'll be doing a big long 30-hour stream whenever the patch drops next week or next week. Awesome. Should be a lot of fun. I'm sure everyone else will be playing, so be sure to pop in when you're not, and watch my sleepy ass get through the game. Do you watch this be like a five breach map? It's kind of a horrible map for breaches, though. But I'll take that back if I drop anything good. It'll be a great map for breaches if I drop a single awesome thing. God damn it, just go out the door, buddy. Okay. I thought I touched that one on accident. Okay, next breach. Switch to corner map. It's easier to follow the breaches in the corner map, I think. Okay. Oh shit, that's gonna lag. Breach going right into the abyss over there. Alright, let's go this way. Okay, I think that's probably going to be mostly cleared on this end of it, besides a few small guys, so let's go back towards that abyss. Let's deal with the lag for a moment. Good thing we kill shit real quick. As long as we stay moving. Jesus. It just pulled me right away from them. Hate whenever the shroud walk pulls you right away from the thing that you're trying to pick up or open. Cool. Chaos. We'll take a chaos. upgrade to perfect? Nope. Okay, so we're gonna switch over to my boss killer. Deliberation. Oh shit. Oh wow. Still hit me. Thought he was already knocked into his second phase. Okay. Second phase. That's what I hate about multi-phase bosses in this game, to be honest with you, is that a lot of times they'll be in like an invincible state and they'll still pop off with like multiple attacks. Or they're like, their attacks will like bleed through multiple phases. See, like, oh, see, now that stuff's gonna, so you basically have to avoid that stuff while he's, okay. See that fire coming out of the sky? That's why I don't do the delirium one, because if sometimes that pops off and it's just doing mega damage. And he's just harder to kill in general otherwise. But phase 3 is usually pretty okay. Come on. Put your thing in the ground, get your health back, asshole. Got him. No good drops. Boo. No Rakiatas. Okay, there's still some monsters here we're gonna kill. So, fighting him's a little bit of a clencher. Damn it with the Chaos Barrages. I feel like I get Chaos Barrages on every goddamn strongbox. Oh shit, I'm stuck. Where's the... Is the other monsters in the room with us? They're on this side, maybe. Oh yeah, no drops. Okay. And we're done. Well, that was fun. Okay, back to our normal programming. That's crap. Unfortunate. Get rid of that. Put this stuff back. And then we will go get these rarity tablets out of here. I don't think rarity actually affects the support gems, to be honest with you, though. Or the lineage support gems that the unique bosses, or that the unique bosses drop, whatever you want to call them. And Caldera has melee range. Okay, we'll do this Caldera, and then we'll do the overrun. What we got here? Okay, we'll do this. I feel like the only thing, I feel like if, like, since anything that, like, they normally drop, like, their boss pool, like, they always drop a lineage support gem. I feel like that's just going to be a rando. Like if they, like, it might have a 15% chance to drop Rakiatas or something, 5%, whatever, probably like 15. Let me switch the attack back. That your rarity's not actually going to make that, not going to boost that VOD into, like, being the better lineage support gem. Same with, like whenever you're doing pinnacles, I don't think that your rarity is going to, like, get you a diamond more often. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong, but it doesn't feel like it because I've gotten plenty of diamonds and stuff from Zesht and stuff without rarity, and tend to get like any. I don't think I get more with the rarity. At least not from my experiences. Yep, covetous. Let's hit this breach while we have our covetous shrine. I don't know what this music I'm listening to is, but it's pretty annoying. Feels like it's like accentuating the lag. It's making the lag more laggy. Funny, our only divine drop so far has been from the unjuiced tower map. Sometimes that's how it be, though. Oh shit, didn't mean to hit that. Grab that item. Yeah, at least it's just a rat tornado. Okay. Kill his boss. Fucking Fairgrave's bow, man. Thing drops constantly. They like introduced that, like, I don't know, at the beginning of the league or like maybe midway through the league, and it just like fucking never stops dropping. It's like total garbage too. Over here, anything? Nope. Alright, let's go do. I mean, we might as well hit this ritual. It's probably not going to be anything in this first ritual. Let's see, can we do these other ones? Let's hit this other one up here. Yep, right on top of me, of course, of course. That's what I'd like to get that out. So we'll probably do that. It's worth a few chaos. That saves me some chaos whenever I go to purchase them for the next 10 maps. Yeah, I think next league everyone's gonna be playing Druid, especially the first couple weeks. You see nothing but Druid. I haven't Night King in the Mist in a while, maybe we'll do that. Depths time. Go give me my Omen of Light. I deserve an Omen of Light, I think. Do any of you in here, you jerks in here, have an omen of light for me? My God, really? You're in the fucking invincible cloud. There you go. Give me that shit. Okay, so we're going into like 5 weeks without an ancestral bone, or ancient bone, not ancestral. So nothing has changed there. They have removed them from the game. At least they've removed them from my game. They put a ban on me and ancestral bones. Jonathan Rogers and Mike Roberts were like, so we need to nerf this guy somehow. How can we do that? And they said, well, we could just make it so he doesn't get any more ancestral bones. And then everyone else was like, good idea, let's fucking do it. And that's how we got into the position that we're currently in, where we get none. Okay. That's pretty much everything here. Oh my God, I want to go with that exalt. Give me that exalt. See, do we even need to... Nope. Nope, we don't need to take any of these with us. Boom, boom, boom. Crap, we don't need to take that either. Look at that, saving space. That's how we do it. That's how you save space, guys. Saving space in your inventory. Number one skill to learn. Keep all the trash on the ground. Oops. You know, realistically, I should move this. But, okay, that'll be easier. I don't really dump a lot of big stuff at this point. I don't really want it. I fucking hate Mineshaft. I'm not a fan of Oasis either. They're not a fan of me, guys. Okay, so we're gonna do this 131. Why not? Then after this one, we'll go for... We got 3 more. Yeah, we'll go for this. This says Mary Range. And we'll have a bunch of citadels lined up. We'll have 1, 2, 3. We can do 4. We can maybe do a day this week where we just we'll run like 5 citadels or something like that on top of like 10 maps. We'll do 10 maps. And then we'll run 5 citadels, and then we'll do our normal pinnacling. I'm sure fragments are still up there decently in price. Probably at least a div. Excuse me, where's my overrun, guys? Okay, I've gone across this map and I haven't seen a single overrun. Is this one of these bugged ass maps that doesn't give you shit? Oh, here we go. Here is a something. Is this gonna be where we get our ancient bone, guys? Are they going to open the availability of it back up to me? I doubt it. Nope, not there. Ain't there. Oh. Don't want this. Get out of here. You know, I will really appreciate keyboard and mouse when I could actually click on the items I want to pick up, rather than like pick up everything around the thing that I want to pick up, because that's what I have to do. Fucking amethyst charm. I haven't picked up one of those recently, but again, we're hunting the tink sound, so you know we can't be too upset whenever a tink drops. We have to put on our happy face and just deal with it. even if it's not a good tank. It's not the tank you want, it's the tank you get. Man, perfect regal, okay, whatever. Yeah, I'll take an annulment. That's not terrible. It's a little something. Damn, that was a poopy overrun. Oh well, got some chaos, got an annulment. Could be worse. You can get none of that. We're gonna hit this this whole breachy breach up. Still no ancient bones, guys. I would like an answer from the development team. Why do I not get any ancient bones? What did I do wrong? All I do is rep the game and play it constantly, every day, almost every day. We're playing Path of Exile too. Why me? Okay, I think we're pretty much done with that one. Maybe the simulacrum will treat us better today. Treated us pretty good yesterday. We have a good chance. Good chance for something good. Oh, it's the fog one. What the hell? Usually there's like an underground monster. Maybe it's around the ram. Guys. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, what the hell is happening, boys? I can't have two map breaking bugs happen in one day. I'm already running. I'm already standing for this game too much. I can't have something like that happen. Okay. I need GG to do me a solid and stop effing with my game and breaking it for me. I know, I kinda deserve it. That's what I get for playing on console, but I like console. It's comfy. I like putting my feet up and sitting in front of the TV. I will say that'll be the biggest change going to PC from console, is that I am so used to just like putting my feet up and playing this game. That's why we're pretty much off camera or anything like that, is because I am kind of all over the place, just trying to be comfortable playing. And it would look really weird to do that on camera. But once we switch over to PC, I'll have to be a little bit more militant about, because I don't have a lot of room to go run around while I'm playing. Gotta stay close to the computer, the PC. A good egg. Bunch of shit. Okay. Well, at least we know it's shit. See, that's what we call knowledge. When you have a bunch of shit on them in your ritual and you just know not even to spend a second to look at it, that's a level up moment that a lot of people don't appreciate. Oh shit, I thought he was dead. I thought I killed him. He's just standing there. Hey guys, okay. You guys aren't dropping anything. Stop pretending. I don't think any of these guys are ever rare mobs. We'll find out. Yep. Strong bucks, never know. Yeah, this was the, it wasn't this map, but basically this map in the campaign, what is Caldera, it's like an island in the Act 4, and it has all these sulfite, and it's also got like a mine, and like a mine cart, that's like a checkpoint. It's like specifically the Delve mine cart, sorry, on there. But a lot of people had speculated Delve was coming into the game because of that. I mean, shit, if it happened, I wouldn't be surprised. But speculation is definitely pointing more towards something else, seemingly. Okay. I gotta work our way over here. Trenches. Oh, not trenches, fam. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll fucking do it. Switch over to fork for trenches. Since we don't need the 360 damage, we just need a nice little straightforward like chaining lightning, which is forking lightning, chaining lightning, whatever you want to call it. It's good stuff either way. That's what we want for trenches. Yep. Grab those semi-splinters. Really, just one pit? One pit for my trenches map? I feel like I should be rewarded more than that, but that's just me. Lightless Void, though. I mean, okay. Hey, we've almost made it to 30% towards 99, guys. We're not going to hit level 99 before the end of the league because we are not targeting that whatsoever, but it is cool to get a little further. I think 30% will be the highest that I've actually ever had towards it. I think I got to like 29 and died the other day with an amelioration. Which is where we're at now, so knock on wood. Just kidding, not knocking on any wood. Don't care that much. Yeah, I died the other day. It was actually kind of funny. What did I do? It was a funny death. I killed the fungus boss, and then one of those like simulacrum head topper monsters came out of them, and it was like the electric one. And I just stood in front of it and just like took all the damage like at like point blank range. So I probably got hit with like 50 lightning balls at the same time. They just fucked me up. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. 19 monsters. Got some of these fractured mirrors. You want to hit the fractured mirrors for show. We will switch to Nova projectiles for the breach. Which shrine is this again? Enduring, yeah, why not? I've gotten plenty of div from the fractured mirror mobs. Plenty. Oh, look at that, guys, div. Look at that. It's exciting. Dopamine farming. Work all day for that tank. The foot. Lightless Void too, so we'll get to go kill Kulamak after this. Maybe he'll be nice and drop us a Timeless Gem. Timeless Jewel, I should say. It's been a few runs since I've had one. Wouldn't be surprised if they remove my ability to get those too, because I did drop 2 in a row, and they were like, hey, that's illegal. Fun detected. Dude, I hate these fucking things that just don't die. You gotta like wait for their whole stupid attack to go up before you can kill them. Dumbest fucking enemy in the game. I will really be looking forward to I like the Abyss, but there are certain enemies that I will not miss whatsoever, and those lightless morays, they can go to hell. Bye. Sometimes when I do this, it says 2 additional abyssal mods, I feel like. Or maybe that was something else that I had on a map, but I don't think so. But 1 additional mod on this one. That's not what I wanted. I want the Exalt. Get these out of here. No one wants no boots. Everyone's got all the boots that they need for this friggin' league. Ain't no one looking for no fancy ass boots now. Okay, we can be done with this map. There's 8 more monsters. I bet they're right there north of me, but they can live. They can tell their friends not to come around here. Get out of here. Get. We don't want you here, Joe Dirt. All right. Let's go to the Abyssal Toilet, and then we can go visit Kulamak. I hope they scale this guy up a little bit. By a little bit, I mean like 3 or 4 times as much HP. He's pretty much a pushover. I'm sick of these pushover bosses. They really I don't really care if they like add too much more content. Like I want more content. Obviously, we're not gonna say we don't want content. But like I'd like the content that we have to be advanced a little bit, because like we've been playing a lot of the same stuff for a year now, and I think we've gotten pretty good at it. For the most part, a lot of people have gotten really good at it, and it hasn't gotten too much harder, and it didn't have like a really high level. In 0-1, actually, a lot of the Pinnacle content was hard because you only got one portal to basically do any of the Pinnacle content. But like the actual difficulty of anything besides Simulacrum was already pretty low, especially when it's like King of the Mists, Zesht, even Arbiter once you get his pattern down is pretty easy. And I feel like by now, most people have Zest's pattern down. Or not Zest, Arbiter's pattern down. Everyone has Zest pattern down for sure. Get them, kitties. Alright, return the finger. Oh shit, I thought I was stuck. I was about to get real worried. An exceptional fine belt. Does that mean it's a higher... Is it always exceptional? That's shit. Let's hit it. Dropped 1%. What god damn. Okay. We out of here. Oh, this dropped Regal Shards, guys. Regal Shards. 5 of them. Nonsense. Shut up, Sin. Yeah, Thursday's gonna be pretty sweet. Really looking forward, especially to looking forward to the content, obviously, the Druid, obviously, but I kind of want to see those supporter packs, because when we switch over to PC, we're gonna lose all of these sash tabs. We're gonna lose this awesome hideout. Like let's take a moment to mourn this awesome hideout that I've decorated over the past 3 leagues. Got my boys over there. Got my little workbench area. Got Ange. Got Elva. This nice portal we're gonna lose, and map device. Zelina and Zolan. Pretty okay, pretty cool. You're gonna lose this throne area with my relics, and we're gonna lose my statues from my PoE 1 character statues. I got these little side areas. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad to lose all this. All the work we've done here. But onward to greener pastures, I guess. At some point, I'm gonna have to get a new map device for the new, because like I don't think any of the founders, the supporters packs, I don't think they normally have a hideout, a map device, a portal. Like I would want all of those. to sort of go together. I'm kind of picky about how I like things to go together. If I was still sticking around on PlayStation, I would actually swap out these portals for the water ones, which they just added to the store a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Nothing on sale, guys. Nothing on sale. Yeah, I would switch to these portals. That would match my map device better. Speaking of real quick, I wanted to see bundles. I wanted to see the stash tab bundles that they sell. Exiles stash bundle. What's this come with? Flat. See, I don't want no flash. I don't want no unique one either, to be honest with you. See, I don't. Currency hoarders. See, I think the only bundle that really makes sense is kind of this one, but it doesn't really save you enough, and I don't really want the flask bundle. I don't really want the unique tab bundle, or the unique tab. So that's a bit of a bummer as far as like the stash tabs. Okay, just wanted to look those over real quickity quick. We'll move on to the next map. Oh, wait, do we have a regular? Let's go grab a regular thing and do that moment of Zen. Maybe we'll get something that's not garbage this time. What do you guys think? Garbage? Garbage? You know, I will. It's like my high school touchdown story or my fishing story is that I once got a silver charm out of here, so you never know. Oh my god. Bunch of shit. Like, you know what, you're poor. You can keep it all, lady. Sir, you can keep all that. All that litter. So you could do Caldera, we could do Rupture. I think I want to do Rupture. I already did a couple of Calderas. Too many. Let's check our Splinter Sitch right now. 142, okay, that's pretty good. And 188. That's a little low, but we can just purchase those as they're super cheap. Okay. Alright guys, be sure to like the stream and subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm always streaming 5 to 6 days a week, but once the new league drops, we'll probably be 7 days a week for at least 7 days a week for at least a couple of weeks. If not, you know, longer than that. I tend to get a little bit engrossed in this game, if you can't tell. But yeah, the goal with that our first marathon stream, we'll have a marathon stream going into the league. We will be playing for like, you know, an upwards of like 30-ish hours. And the goal will be obviously to make it to maps, and if we get to maps soon, there's a lot of things that kind of factor into that, like whether or not we run into like game-breaking bugs that don't allow us to progress and things like that. But if we don't run into any of those and we're able to beat get to the end game within like you know, 15 hours, say we have 15 hours left, we're just gonna keep pushing on. We're gonna try to get as many points as we can. And push into the end game. We made it pretty easy to get the points now. Look at that. Divine. So we want to see, guys. Still no ancient bone though. They do hate me. They do hate me. In case you were unaware, the GGG had a meeting just last week. They were like, this mean Bob guy, gotta nerf him. I know that there's bigger fish in the sea. We can't nerf them because someone will notice. But mean Bob, fuck that guy. Alright, so we got 27 monsters. Let's go back and hit that breach. Breaching it up, boss man. Yeah, hopefully all of my my monitor, my desk come in this weekend, or before the weekend. It'll be real fun. We'll be setting that up this weekend and getting it ready to go for the league. If not, we're going to be doing it last minute, but looking forward to that whole business, getting the OBS set up. I am pretty dumb when it comes to OBS, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve, but rest assured it'll definitely, just anything about it I think will improve the product of the stream, the quality of the stream. Be able to, at the very least, like one thing I've always wanted to do is just be able to throw a little bit of background music in there, because I feel like this listening to this game, sound effects and stuff is a little bit droning. You know, it's a little bit, it's like white noise at one point. Like the only thing you really want to hear is maybe a little bit of the sound effects, and then you want to hear those big tinks. So we'll be setting that up. We might do some sort of a fun like challenge wheel or something for getting subs with the marathon stream. I guess you can call it a subathon. I'm not calling it a subathon, but because we're not like extending the time or anything based off of subs, we're just gonna do fun little challenges probably. Keep it simple too. Nothing too much to keep track of or anything. Okay, we got another abyssal overrun. It's Merry Ranges. I like this map. It's not usually super profitable in itself. It's not too bad, but I like it. There's cows. Alright, what do we get? Hold on, let me check this. I don't think I've done it. It's been a while at least if I have done a overrun one. I need to pick that up. Get that out of here. You can go to hell. Ain't no one want no delirium. Fucking map. Ooh, gold ring, what do we got? Damn. That's a horrible piece of fucking trash there. I don't think I've got a good Ventors yet worth anything. I think I sold maybe one earlier this league for just like a few chaos. But like, I don't... Ooh! Yeah, buddy. But I don't think I've had one that's worth like even like a div. I don't even think I've actually had... I think the one that I sold for a few chaos was all positive, but I think like one of the positives was like 5% positive resistance, but most of them were pretty nasty bad. Two divine, nice. We are dopamine farming, guys. That's how we do it. Ooh, one thing I'm always chasing is I would love to get a perfect one. Not bad, not perfect though. So we got a couple breaches. We can drop something else here. Damn, this is actually really dense. This Mary range overrun, pretty solid. Alright, let's get these. We got two breaches here, guys. Yep. These two. I don't remember if there's any earlier in the map. But I mean, 2 div on a map is not too much else you can ask for. I mean, you could ask for bigger drops, but I ain't greedy. Not that greedy anyway. Map is not great for the breaches though, you know, not to be cynical, but it's not. I feel like everything's already dead. Didn't even kill that much this one. Okay. Kill the boss before this acceleration shrine wears off. Get 20 seconds on it. Bam. Just gonna make sure there's no other loot that I missed. Chaos orbs or anything like. Oh yeah, we got these too. Might as well. When in Rome. 270 tribute. Come on, guys. What am I, some sort of jerk? Like I don't deserve it? Like I haven't earned it? Crap. Okay. Yeah, pretty good map. 2 divs is pretty awesome. Like seeing that. Go away, rat NATO. We got a strong box as well. Oh shit, I thought I was hitting the strong box. Guess not. Let's roll this and get disappointed. Yep. No, I was gonna say there's our fucking heart jumped into my throat to have like an erasure there. I mean, obviously it wouldn't matter, but that's I hate natural rituals on maps for that reason. Like if something shows up in the second or third window, you're probably just I mean like even if it shows up in the first, like there's a good chance that you're not gonna get like a dextral erasure, a synastral erasure out of it, unless you like specifically are juiced for it. Okay. Anywhere? Whoa! Something just hit me. Aight, let's move on. Let me see. I don't think I have any more grand projects. Nope. We're out of maps, so we're gonna do some pinnacling now. Oh, let's do our let's reforge. Let's turn 3 Ventor's Gambles into more inventory space. Damn, that might be the worst one I've had. 3 spirit. I mean, like it's better than 0, but 3 spirit and then triple negative 28 and negative 36. That's what we call crap, guys. Okay. Let's see, what do we got for these? So we're gonna get 43 more splinters there. And we'll buy 5 splinters for that one. Okay.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Okay, we'll do the breaches. We'll do the twisted domains first. What is this? Oh. Okay. What do we have? First off, let's switch over to Deliberation for the more damage. Won't have to switch to Possession. Let's roll through. So yeah, we're gonna be I'm expecting everyone to be watching or at least everyone that's going to watch is going to watch the GGG live on Thursday, probably over on Twitch. Get that Twitch drop. Watch the Path of Exile channel or whoever your favorite partnered streamer is to get that. But afterwards, they're going to do their interview, and then after that, the patch notes will drop. And when the patch notes drop, I will be pulling them up and going over them over here. So be sure to stop by if you want to hear my less than expert opinion on that. I might know a little bit, but we're gonna be discussing it. We can talk about, based on the patch notes, if there's anything that looks good as far as builds to anyone. We can talk about, the improvements or changes to any of the mechanics and see what we think of those are going to be good, those are going to be bad, whatever. Ooh, I was going to say, I just faced that one. One gave me goosey bumps. So yeah, be sure to stop over, after that whole live stream. I'll be probably going through the patch notes for a while because I'm sure they're going to be pretty dense. Given that the druid will be coming, the weapon for the druid, and all the skills to support them, as well as whatever changes to the end game. So they'll be pretty dense. So we'll have a lot to talk about, and we'll probably run a little bit of probably play a little bit more of this too. Is kind of what we're doing. That's when they sneak the maps in the game, when they think everyone's just looking at patch notes. Be like, sneak a map in for me and Bob, or a mirror in for me and Bob. Hi. Missed like fucking 3 of my shots there. Crap.
That's quite nice.
I mean, can't be too upset. It tried to drop us some stuff. Let's see, is it a perfect one? If it's not perfect, I don't want it. It's far from it, too. For all the Zesh I've done, I'm really surprised I haven't dropped one of the Ulnatal's Embraces. Those are obviously worth a lot, but just surprised just given the sheer number of Zesh I've killed. It's like not awful, but like for an earlier league ring, but garbage for a current ring. Those are worth like a few exalts, maybe. Forget. Let's find out. Or not. I thought they were worth a few. I thought they were worth a little bit the other day whenever I was selling some stuff. Maybe not. Right, into the stash you go, buddy. I could turn this off just in case I die. I don't want to use the amelioration. Just a waste at that point. But yeah, we're looking at really hoping for some good ascendancies coming in. I don't know what a third ascendancy would be for Enchantress. We got Chronomancer, we got Stormweaver. Wonder what else could there be? If anyone has any guesses, shout them out. I do not. I don't know what the Ranger's third ascendancy would be either. I think for Monk, you know, we've got it kind of locked in. It's something martial artist or something related to that side of something into that theme. I feel like you know, like Chronomancer can like stop time, but I'm not sure if that would be like, maybe. No, I was gonna say like what types of skills or what type of elements or what type of like damage type hasn't been specialized in with an Ascendancy, and I can't think of any other than like cold, but I feel like Chronomancer is kind of cold, but maybe it's not. Maybe we just get like a straight up ice source of some sort. Ice Enchantress. I feel like technically I would say that like the Blood Mage is like physical, like theoretically. Stormweaver is all obviously lightning. Chronomancer has like some time stuff with it, but I feel like most people do like Chronomancer freeze. So I feel like oh shit, did I even get my okay, there we go. I couldn't see where my tornadoes were. You get the Infernalist, even though it's not like a great fire one. Like I'd like to see something more for fire, honestly. Bunch of crap. I'd like to see fire get a big buff this league. Fire's crap for the most part. Alright, so we got Simulacrum coming in hot. Let's make sure we have these out. Alright. Maybe we have 356, okay. Big fan of the Simulacrum lately. It's been a lot of fun. There was a few days where I had some really good luck, like unbreaking. Like I think I did like 10 Simulacrums and got at least a div from each one of them. Except for maybe one. Hasn't been like that the past week or so, but let's see if we could turn that. Let's see if we can have some good luck here today, though. Love a diamond. Let's settle for a div. Love a couple of div. In fact, was it a couple weeks ago I dropped 2 divs on one wave here, and they came up as like, instead of separate, they dropped as 2x div, which made me really excited. I'd never seen multiple div drop on a single line or whatever, pickup, whatever. So that was exciting. Hopefully we get something like that. It's always good for the dopamine. Right. Mm-hmm. Wave 4. Fight. It's always fun too whenever you get some sort of a tink on an early wave, like the first 10 before you get to the last ones. The last ones you have a pretty high probability of dropping something good, especially the last 3. But it's always cool whenever you can get something to drop early. I think my best drop though in Simulacrum so far has been a Dialia's Desire. Earlier in the league it was worth 30 div. I think it's worth somewhere around 15 or so now. I haven't checked in a while. But my best drop in this in the simi. I think my best drop from Zesht was Wrathpith. I think I sold for like 7 div, 6 or 7 at the time. It wasn't peak prices, but yesterday I dropped Kael'm's Heart from the Vault of Kamasa. Quite surprising. Usually the vaults are mostly shit, unless occasionally you drop a div or something. But that was the first like big item drop I've had from one. It's quite nice to see the Kael'm's Heart drop. It's my second Kael'm's of the league. The other one I got from a strongbox. Also got a Wrathpith from a strongbox, surprisingly, and I got a Wrathpith from a chest actually. So like a large chest in the Abyss. Large blue chest. Maybe it wasn't even a large one. It was a blue chest in the Abyss. I've had a lot of luck this league. Dropped a lot of good stuff. I've dropped something like 3 headhunters. I chanced a headhunter. There's very few things that I haven't gotten to drop at some point this league. The only things that come to mind are a few uniques, being I never got like a Last Flame relic or anything like that in the Sekimas. I never got a Tabula Rasa. I haven't gotten a Kalandra's Ring. Obviously I haven't gotten a mirror. Got a Hynocor's Lock though, which is pretty good. It's up there. I'd like to see another one. Bye, curses. See ya. Bye. Good volume of emotions though. Sometimes they just sort of piddle in. Oop. Okay, thought it was frozen or something. Wasn't like moving my cursor. Alright, we switched to deliberation for this one. Since it's so small, we just want to fucking clap these monster cheeks real quick in a nice straight line. I actually have a funny story about this exact area last league. I was trying to do, I think I was going for my fourth simulacrum, because we used to have 4, not 3, and 4 tiers, I should say. And I was going good. Everything was going awesome. I was like ready to ready to collect those points. And then in here, I got Omniphobia and Kosis to spawn, as well as during a mob that had periodic invulnerability, and he made everything invulnerable, and it just like body blocked me, and I couldn't do anything. And I just got absolutely wasted. Kind of funny, and you know, in hindsight, but at the time it was very upsetting, and I was like traumatized by it, and I was like, man, I need someone to help me do this. But eventually, I just got nutted up and got all the upgrades I needed to. That was my warrior last league. Perfect chaos, nice. It's a couple div. That's what we're talking about. That's the type of drops we want to see, guys. Follow me for financial advice. $42 million gold, guys. That's a lot of gold. I don't even know what to do with that much gold. Need more Ventor's boxes. Give me like 20 Ventor's boxes. See if we can drop anything else in these last couple waves. I hope I get a diamond. Probably get a closed helm, knight's armor, but I'd really like a diamond, a giga diamond too. I don't know if people what the top modifiers on diamonds is, but I want it. Where are you at? There you go. Okay, fair. Not bad. Nothing huge. Okay, last wave. Beat drop there. Quarterstaff, of course. But you know, we got a perfect chaos orb, so you know we got something out of it. It's not all bad. I don't even know what those are worth right now. Probably a couple div, but let's check it out. Almost 7. What? Nice. So, hold up. So, how many chaos is a div? 39. So, I'd want like. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work.
Let's see if there are any takers.
That. Big money. Guess those are going up. People are doing some end of league crafting. Gotta presume. God, I can't catch a break on these quick crafts. Alright, so let's get rid of the grader.
I'll post it right away.
Do what do we got here? Have those, boom. Okay. Let's grab some more maps. We'll run 10 more maps and then close out stream. 10 more sounds good though to me. Boom. Now we're gonna need, I think we have one of the, yep, we got one of them, so we need 9 more chaotic rarity omens. Okay, so exactly what we want. Alright. Boom. If they're all zeros, okay, 0 revive, boom. So you get 10 of these, we're gonna need 15 delis, or paranoias, so actually before we do that, let's see if we can just sell some of the paranoia, some of the shit we have. Damn, cost on these has dropped quite dramatically. Damn, okay. But for some reason, to buy them, they're just wicked overpriced. Okay, whatever. Need 15. Should have just bought them at Exalts. Wow, that was a waste. Okay. Sometimes these things happen. Two paranoias and a greed. Kind of my lucky charm. Signature recipe. Okay, now we just need to grab our precursors. Good thing I already have the, yep, already have them pulled up here. Probably have to get a better irradiated one. Oof. All rare monster tablets. More pulls on that lever. That slot machine lever. So how many do I have? How many chaos do I have right now? 20. Okay, so that might buy me one breach tablet. Breaches, 10, maybe one. Additional rare monsters. 2. What the fuck? That's expensive. And we're gonna have to downgrade a little bit because I don't want to pay that much. Okay, so I need, how many do I have? 2 chaos. Okay.
Let's see if there are
So we
any
have
takers.
12. We're gonna need like 7 more. Do I have anything worth 7 here? Probably not. I'm just gonna have to liquidate a div.
I'll post it right away.
Oh, jeez. Okay, we're gonna take that one.
Check back soon.
There you go, over to my stash. Drop these guys out of the pool. Bring this over. Bam. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Let's go for it. Okay, so where are we gonna path towards? Where are we gonna path? We can path towards... we can go Hive, Hidden Grotto. Nah, fucking dig site, man. Can you give me 1 sec? I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Alright, we are back. Let's see, where do we even want to go to this right now? Like, is that even, like, worth it? Not a fan of that map at all. Let's look around a little bit. So we do have this one, but it's gonna be not a lot of easy ways to path there. I don't like really too many of those maps, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty picky. Let's do this ravine, because I don't know what's going to be and where that's going to lead, so let's run this ravine. Why not? Do a fork on it, since this is like the most linear map that exists. Let's do a little bit of a... Let's just try to run these maps as fast as we can, honestly. I kind of want to feel like speed run. Not like speed run, but try and just get through some of this stuff pretty quick. Oh, of course, they're like Lightless Void, right? We just run it real quick. Jump in there, bro. We gotta be quick. We ain't got time for this. Get up, get up. Superior crew bow. Awesome. This game knows how to give me what I want. Go. I love when the kitties come out. They always show up after everything's dead, but, you know. I accidentally just hit the zoom in button there. Alright. Back to the attempted speeding through the map. It's hard to speed through a map when you're also running Breach, or running, Breach, and all that shit. Oh my god, Expedition, really? Let's see what we can do real quick. I actually died in one of these was it yesterday I died in one of these? It was pretty funny though. One of the runic monsters just stabbed me with his big icy sword of hell. I mean, at least I got a chaos orb out of it. It's something, right? World's slowest speed run, speed through a map, I guess. Not really a speed run, but they give me the bosses that take the longest to die too. Oh, good job, nothing. Yeah, it looks pretty closed. We're pretty much finished, I should say. Pretty empty. map that should take like 90 seconds, taking 6 minutes. Awesome. Nothing to show for it, just like we like to see. Okay. What are we doing here? What's this? Anything worth? I guess we got the Coolamak invitation. We'll hold on to that. We'll just hold on to that. Oh, I was good. I mean, that's pretty good. That was a good decision, I think. Let's run a cheaper one here. Good decision making. The navigator. Exactly where to go. Okay, we're back to being Speedy Gonzalez through this shit. This boss is actually a bit of an asshole. Oh shit. Like fucking Shroud walked me back into him. Whew. Good for me. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, there's our Abyss. Best chance of a good drop. This in Breach, but I think this is a little better. Only one pit, really, guys? Is there one over here? No, one pit. They hate me. Fucking hate me. No Ancient Bone again, guys. In case you were counting, it's like 6 zillion yellow abyssal chests I've opened, and no bone. 6 zillion. That's not an exaggeration. That is factual. I was legit dropping a good amount of them earlier in the league. They must have decided that they were too powerful. Or that they hate me. It's probably that they hate me. I mean, let's be honest, I'm not kind of mean Bob, you know. Probably fuck this mean guy. Like maybe if he was nicer, we'd consider it, but it's not, so it's right there in the name. Maybe that's the slip strike vest that we need. Hey, we did hit that. How do I get? Okay, I reactivated. We did hit that 30% towards level 99. We're not gonna make 99. Don't get excited, but not before this end of this league. But cool to get a little bit closer. I think next league that'll probably be an actual goal. I would have definitely hit it if I wasn't like actively didn't give a shit about it for once I hit 98. I pretty much specifically did not care about going up any higher. It's only over the past like week and a half that I considered going up to 99. A little bit late for that though. Okay, 39 lightning res. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Give me. Okay. I mean, they're tier 2, but they could be worse. So we're gonna hit it with an essence. What is that? What do we get on it? Lightning. Okay, so we need like a. Okay, so I don't. I need either a.
Can I help?
Let's go with a greater essence of cold. Sure.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Okay, 35. I mean, that's as good as we can hope for. Um, we want to do the. Grab this guy. Boom. Grab this one. Boom. Let's go check, see if we get something good. We're looking for third resistance or potentially deflection. That's a good roll. Probably won't get either. We'll probably get a bunch of booty. Oh shit, I don't want to go down there. Get out of there. Okay. I mean, whatever. I mean, I guess we'll take it. Probably not worth going through with the rest of the craft. But you know what? We might just do it anyway, because we don't care. So we'll finish this off. Who knows? Maybe we'll get something good out of it. Maybe we'll get luck out with some really good rolls. Ritual. Jesus, 18 fucking chaos orbs. And then we need. We're gonna need a greater exaltation as well. 5 chaos? Bullshit. I was gonna say.
I'll post it right away.
Okay, so we need the greater exaltation. Boom. Alright. Take one of these guys. And boom. Hey, we got the double tier 1 there. So 1929. That's pretty good. So let's see if we can. See what we end up with. Just for fun. We're kind of practicing our craft as we go.
All right. Your order is registered.
Okay, 2315 right there. And oh, we don't have any artificers, really? We don't have anything.
All right.
I mean, I guess.
Order is registered.
Okay. $26.52, guys.
What's new?
And then if we want to brick it, we hit it with one of these. Thorns. I mean, it could. We didn't ruin anything. So 26.52. I mean, that's pretty good. Thorn sucks, but if we would have gotten that was that third socket, we would have been up over like 28, 2900. That would have been insane. Give me 1 second here though. Let's just see what a base slip strike vest at 2600 goes for. So if we're doing 2600 slip strike with a 2 socket. Oops, not 27,000. I mean, we can get an annulment for it. Yeah. Let's see. Wait, and let me get my reses in there. So we're at like 40, 75. So it's like a minimum 100. So elemental resistances. So do 100. I mean, I could probably get a couple of div for it. We'll throw it up for like 2 div and see what happens. I mean, there's the right now like the most similar one near it is like 5 div. So I mean, maybe we'll put up for 3 and we'll just see what happens.
Is that a good price for them? I have no idea.
Not bad though. Nice little craft. Kind of happy about that. I feel like a lot of my little craft as I goes have not been going super hot for me. Oh wait, which one's that? Let's do a banger. 31 I think is our best. Let's throw that Vol Orb back. Okay, cool. See what the most recent one. Yeah, it's crazy. Most people who have 2600, they end up with a third or fourth socket, and they're just jamming it with runes. So we did good. We did good. That was a good slam. That is how you craft a evasion chest piece. Also works with a falconer. I think it also works with an energy shield one, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it does. Just doesn't. I don't think it works as well with armor. But I've never really tested it, to be honest with you. Haven't crafted a lot of armor stuff. Oh shit, just got shroud walked right into those assholes. That was a really far shroud walk too. That was kind of unethical. Oh my god, that lightning res is too low to work with. But yeah, basically, with my Hollow Palm Monk, all you really need is evasion and resistance, pretty much. Or at least just evasion. You could have deflection, I guess. I don't think deflection's that awesome, but like you could have you can basically just like work on evasion the whole time, and you could just like kind of follow the same pattern. Of course, the homogenizing omens being expensive makes it kind of difficult to justify using them at a lower. But if you can get one from a vendor that's already got 2 evasion affixes, like a rare with 2 evasions, like that's clean. And you can run a similar strat just to get higher evasion. Because the evasion feeds into your attack speed with the Hollow Palm. You could also do the same exact like method for anyone who hasn't really done a lot of crafting. You could basically use the same order of operations to craft helmets, but you with the helmet, like you can do an evasion one, but you could also with like for the hollow pole monk or a lot of builds you want the energy shield. You just do it with an ancestral tiara or a Kamasa tiara or whatever. Um, but yeah, that's only worth like, you know, a few div today, but I feel like, you know, early in the league, that would be a multi-div. That'd be a big div, get decent amount of currency from that, so from that craft. Definitely happy I learned more about just sort of basic crafting this league. I think it's gonna pay off with in 0.4. Of course, we're not gonna be able to get bones and stuff nearly as much, but I'll be interested to see. That's like honestly one of the main things I want to see in the end game changes, or at least yeah, I want to see how they're gonna keep Abyss going on, because they haven't actually said if we're gonna be able to put it onto a map, if we're still gonna have, like, are we gonna be able to have precursors with Abysses, or are we gonna just have like the occasional Abyssal overrun like we do now to get our Abysses? Personally, I'd really love to get precursors with them, Abyssal precursors. I think that could be pretty powerful. I could see myself running like one Abyss, one Breach, and an Irradiated would be top tier farming strat. Kind of a piddly. I mean, I guess we got an Abyssal Echoes, which isn't nothing, but we got kind of a piddly ass. Oh my god, look at that lag. Ugh, ugh. God, and Modder and Desk can't come here soon enough, man. Man, I'm hoping PC performs a lot better. It'll be really nice. I'm sure it'll perform better, but dude, I get so much gold on these precursors. It's disgusting. Come. On to the next. Trying to Wayward Isle. I like Wayward. Should we just run Nova? We'll probably run these maps. We'll kill Kulamac and then we'll be done for the evening or the night. We got 7 more to go. Or we got 8 more maps to go though. If I don't get too many Abyssal depths, maybe we'll actually be able to be speedy. But I don't know, they're gonna give me an Abyssal depths on every map because I openly said that I wanted to be speedy. God. Fuck you, lag. Fuck you. lag is nasty right now. Oh, it's pretty much dead. Actually, while we're here, those are not my volatile plants. Those are enemy volatile plants. Divvy. I think some of those volatile plants are mine. Yep, they are. Bunch of shite. Yeah, if that chest piece maybe had like rarity on it too. I don't know if rarity's actually. Can you get rarity on chest? No, you can't get rarity on chest. Helmet. You get a helmet with similar like 2 reses on the rarity. I feel like that would be like #1 right now. No bones, guys. No bones. No ancient bones. Didn't even need to fire a lightning arrow, just straight up lightning rods. Look up. Cool. As always, guys, be sure to like the stream. It helps out. It helps, you know, helps it be a little bit more visible to people searching through the category. Also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We live stream 5 to 6 days a week. When the new league starts, we will be probably doing 7 days a week for at least a couple weeks. Yeah, and then we'll also be pushing up a lot more video content, farming strats and things like that. I don't do too many build guides, or I don't do builds or anything like that usually, but who knows? Maybe we'll get spicy this league. Try putting our big brain on. Okay, can we hit? Okay, okay. Come on, give me a good energy shield, guys. Oh, a big energy shield. Boom. Oh, fucking mana, bro. I mean, what else are we gonna do with it? It'd be kind of a waste to run a homogenizing on it with that mana there. Oh, shit. God damn that Black Cathedral. Yeah, it's pretty shit. Unfortunate. We didn't waste anything though, which is fine. Now plus 2 minion skills. And we're talking. Then we're talking. Oh, we already did the open up sand spit. Let's go. We didn't get any news in the meantime, did we? Let's check the note. Just looks like they shared some on YouTube's account that does lore for tracks the lore in the game, which is cool. I should probably listen to more of that, honestly, especially since I don't know the PoE 1 lore as much. Did watch someone's video quite some time ago about Act 1 and Act 2 lore. It was pretty cool. Really actually decent lore. I feel like a lot of it doesn't necessarily come through in the game as much. Mostly probably my fault, because I just want to blast through the game, but all these NPCs be yapping. Okay, we got 2 breaches. Nice, nice. Okay. See, is it on the other side? A little bit. Not as much as I wanted it to be. Alright. Probably wasted some of the breach coming over here, but you never know. Alright, let's go kill this Sand Strider asshole. One of my least favorite bosses. One of the cooler looking bosses, but... Oh, fucker. Stupid tornado. Okay. Like me a sand spit. C notes, hate me a C notes. Hit this ravine. It's one of those maps that I like, but I do not associate with being excessively profitable. Div here and there, but not one that I usually do for profit, realistically. I like just being able to rage through it. I feel like it was better before, as far as drops, but it's kind of thin in density now. That density overhaul they did with the tower thing kind of fucked with it. Oh shit, oh shit, I got shroud walked into the breach, guys. Shroud walked into the breach. Go back and forth. We gotta go back and forth. There's nothing else you can do here. Even like the breaches are fucking piddly. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty dead. Pretty lame. wreck this fool. What's our DPS looking like? 300. Wait, no, wasn't it? 869k per arrow. Bro. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. I don't even want it. Get away. Get out of my face. Okay. Ooh, we have another. We have this fucking dig site. Whatever. We'll fucking get there. Alright, we'll do one of these. This one. I'm not a flotsam guy either. Not a big fan of flotsam. Okay. I feel like I don't do a lot of flotsam. Maybe I'm not a fan because I just don't do it. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll see what the drops are here. I liked it earlier in the league, not necessarily because of the drops. I kind of just like, I thought the boss was like an easy damage dummy. Easy to set up on him. Not overly threatening either. He can clap you if you get hit by that big anchor, but outside of that. Oh my god. We just clear every fucking monster out of the area so I don't get shroud walked into them randomly. Is there any good chest flags? Doesn't look like it really. I mean, there's blue ones, which isn't bad, but whatever. See what happens. Hey, logbook. Look at that. Look at us go. 81. 81 logbook, guys. Wonder if logbooks are going for a premium, like if it's like a super end game thing people, or a super end of league thing people are doing right now randomly. Could be, could be. Might have to. Ooh, ritual precursor. We got two of those. Those are worth like 35 chaos each. So it's almost 2 div right now. No ancient bones, guys. They hate us. They actually fucking hate us. Wait, can I even... Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go all the way around. Son of a bitch. Can we have splinters? Splanners. Have to go up here. Back around here. To the left over here. Up, down, around. Oh wow, okay. Wow, Shroud Walk, they just... It's like the most common fucking modifier. It's like you put Headhunter on, everything's gonna have fucking Shroud Walk on it. There's no way around it. It doesn't seem that common when it's not happening to you. Okay, we need to make it. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh my god. You know, I hate this map. I fucking hate this map. Didn't drop me any divs. Keep running into walls. Hate it. Okay, so we'll switch to Big Boss Sauce. We did get I mean, I guess a logbook will get me like near a div usually. Chaos. I mean, at least it's worth something. Okay. You know, dig site's not that bad for the abyss. It's good for the abyssal overruns, realistically. It's just bad for breaches. Let's put these up for sale while we're here. We'll get someone to buy them quick, maybe. Oops. What am I doing? Why am I taking... Why am I selling my gloves?
Seems like a good deal.
Alright, we got 3 mole maps. And a Kulamak. Use fork. Let's use fork. A little more powerful, a little more potent. Go around the rim. Go all around the rim, guys. Always important to go around the rim. A lot of people don't like to go all the way around the rim, but it's quite important. Especially for a map like this. Fuck this boss. I hate this boss so much. Okay, we rimmed it. We rimmed it. Now we're going in. Going in deep. Little by little, a little deeper, a little deeper. A little bit at a time. Don't want to go too deep, too fast. be a big mistake to go too deep too fast. Alright, we're almost there. We're going around town. Bring it around. You know, guys still know ancient bones. Just wanted to point that out. We are not. I mean, you know, divs are nice too, but like, I really like to see an ancient bone. I wonder what the price is. There's probably like none on the market because they stopped dropping. Ugh. I should just go kill the boss and then do the breach. Got all these shrine buffs. My god, let me the fuck out of this fucking shitty ass fucking map.
Your corpse will feed the muse tomorrow.
Literally one of the most fucking annoying bosses in the game. Right up there with Torvian and Ferrodin Prince. Not quite as bad, but he's pretty fucking bad. I mean, I don't know. He's got some bullshit. He's got that like arbiter circle thing, but you can't see it because it's gray and in the sand and stuff in the dirt. I guess, you know, whatever. Looks like we cleared it. We probably did for the most part. Yeah, looks like we did. Get all this stupid chests. Okay. Mostly crap. Mostly crap. You got a Abyssal Echoes, which is whatever. It's a few chaos. Let's do this step. Why not? Why not? Everyone likes a little step action. No, everyone likes to get jumped as soon as they get into a map. If you don't like to get jumped, you know, the step's not for you. But most of us, we like to get our asses jumped. Hey, and not a good one, but we'll take it. We'll take it. It's fun to see a corrupted essence, you know? Especially when you're not juicing for them or anything specific. Last week I got 2 horrors back to back, guys, if you can believe that. On 2 back-to-back maps. Horror, horror. No lie. Just lagging our way through this shit. Perfect exalt, that's worth a do. Take it. Maybe it's worth more now. It was worth at its lowest at like a do, so could have gone up. It's that great perfect chaos, if there's any indication. There's a likelihood. Decent one anyway. I have enough artificer orbs. Okay, we got circling, guys. We went around the rim. Gotta get a little closer. The boss can feel us getting closer and closer. Get him, kiddies. Go. One more map. Then we'll do Kulamak. Before we do that map, let's see what the price is on the Perfect X. 1.9? Yeah, okay. We'll put it up for 2. We'll see if we get it sold.
Yes?
Decay. Oh man, I'm not a Decay fan. I am not a C-Nuts fan, mostly because I hate the C-Nuts boss. I do like an Ornate Chambers though, so we'll do that one. That's interesting. Oh, never mind. It's not interesting at all. This is one of my more favorite maps of that's come around this league, for sure. Nice and predictable, and what the fuck, Spike Club, is that a trench timber? Haven't picked up one of those in a while. think that's like a good twink summoner thing, right? Maybe? I should look into summoner builds. I kind of want to run one, but everyone's like, oh, they're expensive. Oh, they're expensive, but I mean, everything's fucking expensive at the end, whenever you're trying to push for an end game build, so. I will say though, as much as I want to run minions someday, I do not want to run the fucking cocaine ant. I hate how it leaves like piles of fucking shit in your hideout and everything. Absolutely ruins the world. Horrible. Hate it. Okay, guys. 700 trillion yellow abyssal things open without an ancient bone. We're just striking out with that, though. I think we can conclude that for whatever reason, the powers that be, Jonathan Rogers, Mark Roberts, and the rest of the GGG team simply hate me. They hate me. Pains me to say. They just do. I don't know what I did to them, other than play their game endlessly. But they are not fans of me. All we gotta do is breach. Damn it. New league mechanic gonna get. We got like 2 days and. What is it? Well, it is technically Wednesday now, right? Is it? Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday, so we have. Or Tuesday, so we have 2 days. And, how many hours? So, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we've got 2 days and like 14 hours or something. Somewhere around there. And then we will be, we will know all, guys. We will know everything. I'm sure everyone is excited. I know I am. Let's kill this shit sucker. Okay, 31%, guys. We broke the 30% threshold. New territory. Brand new territory there.
Yes? Yes?
No idea why I'm doing this, but I am. Don't judge me.
I'll post it right away.
Oh shit, wrong thing. God damn it, I always do that. Too many things. 6 for 1? That doesn't even make sense.
I'll post it right away.
Can I do another artifact? I don't think I can do another one of these.
Let's see if there are any takers.
No. But what I can do is corrupt this son of a bitch. Increase melee strike range. Okay. I mean, increases. We got the 2. We got mid on the attack speed. Decent on the fizz damage. I mean, you know, if we're doing melee, not bad. Or not melee, summons. Like, it's not bad, which requires level 16. Yeah, getting 2 on your minion skills that early is pretty clutch, I'm sure. Especially if you hit a minion skill on like a helmet as well. And then another one on your amulet, being up to like 4 minion skills. Alright, good. Alright, let's dump. Let's dump some of this other shit we don't need. Let's go kill Kulamak. My head is too heavy. Yep, I'm definitely hoping for that. I'm hoping for some big difficulty spikes, Ubers potentially, potentially double corrupt, maybe map corrupting, tier 17 maps maybe. I know a lot of people in PoE 1 don't like the tier 17s, but I am hoping for anything they can do to boost the difficulty. True. I mean, it's not going away. It's just going to be more expensive, you know? But like, if they give us a way to like put abysses on maps, everyone will be putting abysses on maps, so. Even if it does spike a little bit in price, as long as they give us a means to do it, it should still be possible. If they're only in overruns, I mean, people still love overruns though, you know? So like I could imagine a lot of people will be like farming the abyssal overruns and doing all that as much as they can. So I think it'll go up in price, but I don't think it's going to disappear. I am interested in just to see what they say is staying, what they say is going, how they're going to preserve stuff from this league. Because obviously, like, they're going to preserve most of it. It's just not going to be on every map. They need to make Kulamak harder. He's the worst punching bag. Yeah, yeah. I definitely have no problems clearing any of the content. Like, I could buy a new bow, but like I don't have any reason to buy a new bow. I mean, I kind of will buy a new bow if one shows up and it's like a good deal. But like I'm not like trying to get like a mirror tier bow at this point. Doesn't seem to make any sense. Don't need it. I've spent enough on the build. We're just having fun at this point. Yeah, just having fun and waiting for the next league. But yeah, I'm hoping for, you know, as far as endgame changes, I'm hoping for Ubers. I'm hoping for just higher difficulty on the bosses in general, more bosses in general. You know, I hope they boost Kulamak if they're going to keep Kulamak. Hopefully we get this Adziri fight. Hopefully Adziri is difficult. Um, yeah, mirror tier gear. Like you don't need obviously any mirror tier gear. I think my build is probably cost like a mirror by now at least put into it just over time because I've upgraded, you know, by 3 bows that are between 150 to 200 divine and just keep upgrading it and everything. But like, yeah, you can get by a lot less. Like you could have realistically, I could have finished all the, like I finished all the content of the game with much less value into my build, much less cost. But since I was upgrading things and I was like getting rarity on everything, I had some good expensive drops. I decided to upgrade most of my stuff. So most of my stuff is, if it's not best in slot, it's pretty close, at least as far as fulfilling my needs. Like I don't have a 3 socket constricting command because I don't think the third socket is worth 400 divine. Doesn't make, I don't know who it's worth that to. But I've got a all tier one. Most of my stuff is pretty solid. I mean, like we're you know, I guess the boots are a little bit lackluster, but whatever. Everything's pretty good otherwise. I would like I'd like to replace these with ones with 25% rarity. But then we're really splitting hairs at getting 5% more rarity. Um, you know. Yeah, rarity would be nice to fix it. Rarity would be nice to have fixed. I don't know how they exactly fix it or what they want to do for it. Mostly because every time they've mentioned it or someone has mentioned it to them in a live stream or anything, they've kind of just shied away from answering. Like they literally just say like, we don't want to talk about that. you know? So it's like I wonder what they want to do with rarity, but at the same time, like I'm not necessarily holding my breath just based off of their responses. I mean, I think that they should mostly get rid of it. I mean, I don't think it's really totally necessary.
I'll post it right
Like,
away.
especially if like, they would have to like compensate like with drop rate with like somewhat higher drop rates otherwise, but like, I don't think it's totally necessary. Or they should compensate with just being able to boost more rarity
Tail.
onto the maps themselves. But yeah, it seems weird to be like, like I, or they could just stop it at 100. I feel like if they dropped it to 100%, that's like a lot more reasonable. Because like because I have 138%, and I'm running, 20% on my boots, uh, double on 24% on this ring, so near max, and then 50 on this ring, and then 19 on, you know what I mean? Like it's a lot. And that was like most of the cost. Like whenever I upgraded these rings and everything and the amulet, that was probably some of the biggest investments I've made in the build for sure. Um, so yeah, they need to fix rarity a little bit. I don't know if they will though. At least now that I'm like just more aware and understand the game a little bit more, I'll probably just be smarter about investing into it earlier rather than whenever everyone else is farming the end game. I think that was the big problem there as far as the cost. 36% increase. That's nice. It's like 27, 28 more explosives. Oops. Alright, I'll run this expedition. Then we'll probably be at the end of the stream. Let's see, what do we got? Anything good in here? I don't have a lot of splinters and they're all pretty spread out. Got 2 hordes. I want this. We'll go this way. Lightning damage, fuck it. We do physical here. We're gonna hit these two, hit them both at once. I don't know if we can hit them both at once, but probably could have, but whatever, we got tons of rare monster. Don't want to be immune to fire damage too, or already immune to enough. Woke up. Oops. Let's take the beast skin, why not? Whatever. Okay, I just want to get started, guys. Let everything blow before we go and open up the chests. Oops, that was a mistake. Mistake, misclick. Don't want to be doing that. I mean, these ones don't really matter. I don't really care about the armor ones. Now you go down. I thought I went down here. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, stick and move, guys. Stick and move. They're immune to lightning. Yeah, stick and move. I blew up the beast skin. Maybe I was wrong. Wrapped Great Helm. Is it a perfect one? I hope so. Doubt it, but you know. I mean, 37's not bad. We weren't really targeting them. What's our numbers on this anyway? Let's just look. 40% quantity, 160% rarity. Greater Regal. Hey, we got regular Regals. Let's pick those up. Why not? I need them. Wow. Boo. Alright. Well, these things happen. I have no idea what the Expeditions players are going for right now. Let's find out. Oops.
All right. Your order is registered.
Alright guys, I'm going to call it here. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Got a lot more PoE 2 stuff coming up this week and next week. Check out the channel, check out the videos, like those. Got more of those to come once this league drops. We'll be making a lot more guides and just content in general. Be sure to tune in for my live streams later this week. Got some tomorrow, or I guess today, later today. Tomorrow and on Thursday we'll be going over the patch notes, so be sure to watch that on Twitch and then come over here and we'll discuss it. All right, have a great rest of your night.